gonna start it off with some applause. You recording? Some people got paid today, man. Some people set up some monster fights in the boxing game. There's some history this week.
History?
There's some Pham history, some Rochester history. Gotta talk about, and of course,
Talk about.
Of course, we got some legends to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 21.
21, baby.
Welcome to the podcast that brings you raw and original takes on a wide range of sports and entertainment. It's your boy Henny Drake.
It's John.
And this is
The
Pham
Pham Perspective.
Now, we don't got all the facts.
Nope.
But we all gonna keep it 100 with all the opinions that we do give.
0-0, baby. 1-0-0.
Y'all gotta forgive us on all the no facts that we got. I'll be drinking by myself. I'll be a little lit most of the time we saying stuff.
Like you said, we don't know all the facts.
But episode 21, last week we focused on a player that wore 20.
Mm-hmm.
Happened to be a legendary player, Barry Sanders.
Betty Sanders, great, baby.
We mentioned this other player while I pull her up in that. Because episode 21, a lot of people know 21 for prime time. Dieon Sanders. We're talking about the coincidence and greatness of names, right?
Right.
Show me the money. In this case too, as well, we got some coincidences in basically position.
Basically, yeah.
Defensive back. Mm-hmm. Also number 21. We mentioned him before in the podcast.
Right.
My favorite player, Sean Taylor. Probably focus a little bit more today on Deion because we already covered Sean.
Right.
But first of all,
but that's probably why he wore 21.
Right.
More likely.
Probably.
Prime time, baby.
When he got on that defensive end, he got on defense.
You know what I'm saying? Prime time, cause shit, anybody want to be prime.
Let's first I wanted to shout out the city, the Rochester, because this week is history. Mm-hmm. Yesterday was April 18th. We recording on April 14th. This is gonna be out probably the 16th, I think. Yeah, the 16th.
15th. Well, yeah.
The 16th.
Yeah.
And yesterday was the 13th. It was the 10-year anniversary of my alma mater, East High School, beating the city team, this all city rivals, McQuaid,
right,
in baseball. It was the first time in 16 years that a city team beat McQuaid in baseball. And I believe the first time in about 40 years a city pitcher actually won the game. Because you know how in baseball, you could like win the game, but a pitcher won't actually win the game.
Yeah.
Like blown saves and all that.
Right.
That was the first city team pitcher win in like 40 years. Shout out to Manny. Shout out to the whole squad.
Right.
East High School. Speaking on
shout out for that. Hell yeah.
That was major history when it happened. Like, yo.
Yeah, when you told me, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo,
I'm like, I thought that, should a city school won at least once or twice in that motherfucker.
And they haven't won since. And
and
East actually like won a couple games in sectional since I've left. So, and that was a great achievement too. I could never get past a sectional game in my career. And I won 3 out of 4 city championships. Like, right. It's hard to win that sectional game.
Right,
so shout out to the Young Bulls.
Shout out.
But we got that.
2010, right?
2010. Right. And I think the year before that.
That's crazy, right? 10 years ago.
Right. And I think the year before that.
Time fly by, bro.
The year before that, it was kind of like we was proving ourselves. That team. Mm-hmm. Or it might have been a couple years before that, we was playing JV. And we actually, as a JV team, we demolished McQuaid. Like, and I was like, our JV coach, he let us walk through the hallways and our cleats on, like whatever we want. We beat McQuaid. Like, There's not a lot of people that could
say that. Yeah,
and we torched them that game.
If you said that shit, I ain't thinking. Like I said, I know McQuaid good in all sports,
but 2 years later, we had basically that same little squad. Now we've been on varsity. This is our second year on varsity, and we ended up winning 4-2. And I remember it was an infamous call. Like our coach was so clutch. Cause it was like, it came out of nowhere, but it was like the most perfect thing. It was a double play, like a double play. I think we won 4-2. It would have been 4-3 at the time. A double play, a pop out, and the dude from third left too early. And the ref and the ump,
he challenged it.
Yeah, the ump actually agreed with him and gave us the out at third. And I was like, we don't got no replay in high school.
Right. Exactly.
It had to be very obvious, and it was them the only two people on the field that seen that and then saved the game for us.
Right, absolutely. That's what's up.
And it was on our home field.
I don't know,
Even better.
I'm cooking.
Nah,
I'm fucking with
but
you.
this is the thing, though, right?
Still.
So my dad told me a story. I guess some dude he worked with, I guess his son or something used to go to McQuaid or went to McQuaid at the time. And when we beat them, he was like, oh, city team, that was basically a fluke. McQuaid is a down year this year.
So he tried to play it off. That's how you know how people try to
it
do
wasn't their best year. No.
Right.
They ended that year winning states.
Right. Like I said, when somebody take an L, you know what I mean?
They gotta
try
give
to
us our prop.
downplay it.
So to East High School, and I got another quick shout out, but I'm gonna take the shot for the baseball team right now.
Yeah, you gotta take a shot for that. Absolutely.
Shout out to all my old teammates. If y'all watching this, y'all know who y'all is. Another East High quick local shout out was East High this year, actually, before all this corona stuff happened, shut down the school year, their basketball team was headed to a state championship. Like, it was almost inevitable, like the way they was playing and everything. I think they had an injured player. That was the only thing, the real question, but there was almost a lot to win states in basketball.
Okay.
And
nah, they've been doing pretty good in sports overall, especially basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And while that was happening, forgive me if I say his name wrong. I never heard it out loud. I just read it. It's Zachariah Harris Scott. He won the AGR Player of the Year for basketball.
Okay.
But the amazing thing about my school is that in football, we also had our AGR Player of the Year and a player named Freddie Brock.
Okay.
So for a city team,
right, for that program, hell yeah, that should put y'all on the map.
Big time.
Absolutely.
And I all this, like, it started making me think too. I think I got, once this is all over and we're able to like get people around, I got a few people I'm gonna ask to come in and talk, because
that's what's up, man.
I know they got some stories.
Absolutely, absolutely. But like you said, we had some lineups coming up, but this corona thing, you know what I mean, kind of.
And they still on. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, it put a little hiccup in our vision, you know what I'm saying, 2020 vision, but that don't stop the vision.
Not at all. We still working. We still grinding.
Yeah, it just put it on slow motion.
Still brainstorming.
Absolutely.
And hey, by the time they come on, we're gonna be better at it.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have some practice with each other, probably. Like,
right.
And
we're gonna get it.
So back to let's start with Dieon, because that's the theme of the thing. Dieon,
right.
Dieon.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because the show I'm watching on Netflix, he had almost
cameo and shit.
Nah, he almost failed the test, a writing test, because it was like who inspired you most, and he wrote Dieon. And he was like, man, you gotta be more creative. You know? But just the coincidence how it all, you know.
Right. It always be like that. It's in the universe, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely in the universe, and that's how it come out.
Dieon is just one of them players too that his persona, his character, his legend, it definitely carries throughout generations. Like,
that's what I was about to say, because when did you first start like knowing about Dieon? You know what I'm saying? Because I got you by like 10.
Yeah. It was mostly just like YouTube videos, highlight videos, and then I became hooked on, like, not hooked, but like I started understanding his greatness, because he still to this day you listen to him when he talk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Like, he speak that knowledge.
Yeah.
And actually I seen him on TV a couple times. He coached the high school team out in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And they was #1 at the time. That's when I was all into high school football all the way in type. So
right.
I started watching from there. He coached a lot of good players.
Yeah, like I said, everybody went through his like training camp, like Des Bryant, and there's a couple other people that, you know, that he mentored, you know what I mean, to come up to the league and stuff like that. But yeah, shit, prime time, that was the man back in the day. You know what I mean? Watch like the 1 o'clock game, watch him do his thing, you know what I mean, do his high steps. Shit, everybody had a bandana on, you know what I'm saying? And go out and try to mimic him, you know what I mean? Get that interception, and you high stepping, nigga, all the way to the touchdown, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I think he explained that bandana too in another episode or something.
Oh, okay.
On a podcast or something.
Yeah, but like I said, his name, that was the first shit. Like I said, he probably like top 5 like influencers in sports. You know
yeah. You
know what I'm saying?
I say top 3, because
no, that's what I'm saying. No, I just said
flyness and
I just said 5 just to throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I was brainstorming some, and I came up with a couple. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely like 1 or 2.
He had the swag. He had the
what? Yeah, he had from college.
Yeah, the sayings, all that, like the phrases he used to say.
Right, exactly.
Like it's still to this day. He know them all.
Right.
And if you question who got the best of you, like he gonna stand his ground. Ain't nobody get the best of
That's
Prime.
That's a fact. Like I said, he had the Jerry Curl dripping with 30 chains on.
Yeah, he said it wasn't wet though. He said it wasn't wet. It just looked wet.
He had that good stuff back then. You know what I'm saying? Or went to Florida State, did all that. You know what I'm saying? Get drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How many teams he played for, man?
He ended up playing for 4. He ended up playing with Atlanta for like 7. Then he got traded to San Fran for a year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That took him over the hump.
That's that greatness right there. Them years you about to talk about.
Right.
That's when I realized what he did, it would kind of
that's a fact. Yeah. He went to San Fran 1 year. Mm-hmm. That's when Dallas was just trucking everybody.
Yep.
He went to Dallas. He went to San Fran. They got him over the hump against Dallas.
He took the chip from Dallas.
Right, he took the chip from Dallas, you know what I'm saying? Got that chip, and the next year went to Dallas, you know what I'm saying?
Dallas and
got
took
that
chip back.
Took the chip again, you know what I'm saying? So that prime time is that dude, man.
That proves what type of player he was. That's the
game changer.
The ultimate game changer right
Game changer, because you got to think that he, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ended up with like 53 interceptions or something like that, but you ain't throwing to his side. You know what I'm saying? So he like Reeves, you know what I'm saying? He the best corner in his Reeves to me. And you ain't throwing to the side. So you can lock down one side. Even Brett Favre, nobody they knew would not throw his side. Because eventually, out of all that, he can take it with his pipe. The chances of taking it to the house is very, very high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he locking it down. He did that as a kick returner. Shit, he was the first one to do a lot of that. Like kick return, punt return. Played wide receiver, you know what I'm saying? Getting all that.
Played both ways. Played two sports.
Played 2 sports.
Played 2 sports.
2 sports. That was prime time, man. Got 2 checks. He been to, like I said, he got 2 championships, you know what I'm saying? San Fran, Dallas back to back.
Yeah.
He been to a World Series with the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah.
And if they'd have won the World Series, he'd have won MVP of the World Series, you know what I'm saying? So he used to go from playing baseball games and football practices and stuff like that. Take a helicopter to play the game.
He talked about that though.
Yeah,
I think he did it, but they didn't let him play in the baseball game. Yeah.
But like I said, just the aura of Deion Sanders is just dripping. Like you said, he wasn't dripping, but he was dripping. You know what I'm saying? Just that aura. You know who he is.
Yeah.
You know who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's fresh. He's fresh to death to this day. Like 53 or something like that. Still fresh to death. It's prime time. Like I said,
and it's literally the best athlete on the field when he get on that field.
Right, absolutely, yeah.
Literally, D backs, particularly corners, which he played. See, Sean Taylor, he ain't get enough time to show his true potential. Mm-hmm. But in the beginning, he was free safety. He had free reign. He could, he playing rover. He's just watching wherever the ball go. That's where I'm going.
Right.
Deion was 1-on-1. I'm running backwards, you running full speed forward, and I'm gonna run your route better than you.
Facts, sure.
Backward.
Facts, sure.
Like, that's even more technical. Who knows what Sean Taylor could have been?
Right.
Like, because he did lock down. He did lock down some of the top wide receivers too.
Right. But like you said, he was more of a ball hawk. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, he chasing with the ball. Like you said, he free. Like
hard hitter too. Hard hitter too.
Hard hitter. You know what I'm saying? Deion just straight locking you up.
And Deion wasn't a hitter.
Taking it to the house.
Wasn't it? Sean Taylor was like
you say, he bigger.
He was like Deion on steroids, like,
for the most part. But that's what slowed him down a little bit to be more athletic as prime time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's slightly though. It's a give and take.
Slightly though.
It's a give and take. You know what I'm saying? But Sean Taylor was definitely great. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he played only a couple years, and shit, we talk to this day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
it feel like he played a whole career. Right. He literally played 2.5 years.
You know what I'm saying? So
he got that many moments.
Right. Put that in perspective.
He got that many. He got a 30-minute highlight tape.
Facts. That's what I'm saying. That's the greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he got that. Pretty sure he got the 21 for prime time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And went from there. You know what I'm saying?
And now people wearing 21 because of him.
Right.
He played for the he played for the Redskins now. Landon Collins.
Yeah.
Landon Collins.
Yeah.
That's why he wear 21.
Yeah.
I think he wore 26 or 36.
But like you said, you got to go back. Shit. You know what I mean? Like all far as Sean Taylor would have been like almost 10 years. Shit. So that's like you said, that's their prime time. Certain people at certain time, like for you, like that was your man, that was your prime time. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was your favorite player and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When he came back to that,
he had a reason.
It was prime time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Mine was prime time and Barry like that. You know what I mean? Prime because he's shining everywhere. You know what I mean? And Barry because shit, quiet, but he going like you said, total opposite. He quiet, but he assassin. Sanders, shit, he do everything. He gonna speak it, and guess what? He gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he was the best athlete on the field overall. You know what I mean? Played 2 sports for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it make you think too, cause
he even played for the Yankees, baby.
Yeah, like I said, his whole persona, his whole spirit, his whole legend. It continues through every generation. Like that's when you can really like real greatness, cause
that's when you
like Mike.
Right. That's when you're a legend.
Like you don't gotta watch him to know how great he was.
Facts. You gotta think.
You don't even gotta know about him. You could just meet him for the first time, and you could tell like,
right.
Okay, I understand why people watching him right now.
Right. Especially like you said, especially Prime. You know what I mean? Because Prime, like you said, he's lighting up the room. Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a little more to himself and shit like that. But prime time is lighting up the room. You know when prime time is there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Jordan just had it because of stardom. You know, like, he there. Like, Jordan ain't going to blow up a room regardless. But definitely, like, you know what I'm saying? To us, just to connect the two. That's 2 generational people that I talk to this day. Iconic from sneakers to on and off the court. You know what I'm saying? On the field. They both iconic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, prime time. Like I said, he did it both. You know what I mean? He did baseball and... You know what I mean? Baseball and football. You know what I'm saying? Bo Jackson tried to do it till he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But definitely prime time is prime time. That's why ESPN at 7:30 or 7 o'clock when it come, prime time. Chris Berman, all that, they got that from Deion. Prime time. Prime time. They'll tell you that. You know what I mean? They said like prime time was that dude. You know what I mean? Definitely put Atlanta on the map. You know what I mean? As far as the Falcons. You know what I mean? So like I said, the Flash, everything. You know what I mean? Even rapped, nigga. He even put out a rap song, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had a whole album, you know what I mean? So, prime time with that dude, man. You can sell anything, you know what I mean?
For real. Like, even, like I said, even to this day, like, let's just shout out these 2 legendary football players, one, and the other one, sadly, you know. Right. Shout for that. I want to keep it football. I want to take it to the other side of the field, though. Because, like I said in the beginning, some people got paid today.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And to take it from what we was talking about, letting they play, do the talking, and that got them the check.
The big check.
Big check.
Big time.
Because he was shit.
Big time. When you seen the crowd roar with the handle on it. When you seen the crowd roar with the handle. Big time. We getting big money over here.
He is shit. We trying to get there. We getting there.
We're going to talk about the big money.
Right. We're going to talk about it. But like I said, Silent Assassin, man. Like I said, that bad man over there in Carolina, you know what I mean? Taking over for Cam Newton, the face of the franchise. If you don't know what we're talking about Mr. McCaffrey, boy.
Christian
McCaffrey, son of Ed McCaffrey. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you heard?
Nice came from Stanford. And ever since he's been in the league, man, been doing his thing.
Third player in history, I think, with 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving in the same season.
Same season.
As Marshall Faulk. Now, I was supposed to look up the third person, and I heard somebody say it, but I totally forgot to look up the third person. But third person, shout out to you, because that's hard to do.
Oh, you talking about like 1,000?
Yeah. There's only 2 other people that did it.
And Marshall Faulk was
that dude.
He was that dude too. And that's listen, greatness, man. Sometimes
cheat code to Madden.
But listen, sometimes greatness go, you know what I mean, without talking. And I was another man. Like Marshall Faulk didn't talk.
Real quiet.
Curtis Martin, shout out to the Jets. He don't talk.
Right.
He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? But
he had a great career too. Yep,
that's what I'm saying. Like people, you know,
what number he wore? Like 31 or something, right?
Oh no, he
22.
22.
Yeah, tomorrow, next week, we're gonna talk about Curtis Martin. How about that?
Curtis Martin, Emmitt Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
There you go.
You know what?
McCaffrey. We talking about McCaffrey. He wear 22.
Okay. Running backs is low key got their names out there too.
No, absolutely. Like they got them checks. You know what I'm saying?
But it causes this big controvery. Christian McCaffrey is getting paid with $16 million a year.
Baby.
$16 million a year. He $1 million game.
Yeah, $1 million game. Basically. Comes out to that. So it'd be like $750,000 every Tuesday they get paid or something. I ain't counting his pockets, but there you
go. Ezekiel Elliott got paid last year.
Mm-hmm.
How much he get a year? I know he got 50 guaranteed. How much he get a year? Like 13
he got like
maybe.
He got like 15.
15 a year,
something like that. Cause
second highest paid in the league.
Yeah, because Le'Veon Bell got the same thing, like 15.1 or something for like a year or two, and then it goes down a little bit.
Okay. Todd Gurley.
Mm-hmm.
Recently just signed with Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Deion, he tried to get that number one.
Right.
I guess Deion told him no, but he came back to talk about he was joking. So I don't know what the Gurley did after that. But
nah, he ain't did nothing. That's why you don't hear nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Gurley was the third highest paid until he got released.
Mm-hmm.
And the release was causing the controversy.
Mm-hmm. The
release part. A lot of people are asking, because they just made that big thing about Ezekiel Elliott last year, his holdout.
Yeah.
And Todd Gurley, obviously, he's not as healthy as he want to be.
Mm-hmm.
We will never know when he's going to be that or anything.
Right.
You just spoke of Le'Veon Bell, who, yes, he took a year off, but at the same time, he didn't have his greatest season ever last year.
Right.
And Zeke at the same time last year didn't have his, even though his short career so far and all that. Are running backs worth the money? Personally, since I play running back,
hear your perspective.
Since I play running back, I'm always gonna be on the running back side because we take the beating for the most part. We want the ball more than what we get.
Right.
When we get it, we got 11 people jumping on us every play.
I play running back, so I know.
You know, if you ain't got no hole, you got to make a hole. It's going to almost always be your fault as running back. Quarterback gets sacked all day. They blame the offensive line.
Right.
Running back, even though I used to when I was younger, now I grow. You don't really get no excuses running back. You just got to get through that line.
Right.
And
I mean, it's 50-50.
It definitely,
it just closed quicker. You got to get through that hole.
Yeah, we're extra linemen at time too.
Right.
Realistically, you got to perform to what you play. Like, them big contracts, I understand Christian McCaffrey. He basically a wide receiver / running back, which is another thing. Like, these new a lot of these new running backs are slot receivers, man.
They gotta set a scale, like an in between scale. Maybe it'd be the 16. They'd be like, all right, if you get over a certain, like, say for McCaffrey or any running back now, because Camaro's like shit. And he was on live, and it was like, oh, what that mean for you? He was like, what I mean, he caught it in real time and said it out loud. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what that mean to you? Like, I don't know. I gotta leave that to my agent. But for them players, you gotta see what they do. Like for Bell, that's why they gave Bell the check, because he getting over 600 yards receiving, and he's gonna give you over 1,000 yards. So you do it up, it's 2,000 yards. So you gotta pay the player for what production they give you. You know what I'm saying? And the quarterback get all the credit, but the running back gets the most pounding. You know what I'm saying? That's why running back only lasts. You know what I mean? Like I said, stardom or being good for like 5 years. After that, they're gone. So on my perspective on Caffrey, you can get back to your perspective in a minute. But I say it was a 50-50 thing, because he did his thing, but he still got years ahead of him. So you hit that happy medium before he go next year and do a holdout. Pay him this year, and you don't got to hear about him for like 3 years at least with him arguing about a contract. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to worry about holding out. And at the same time, for the running back, for him, you're like, I got to check because I'm doing all this production. Right. I'm close to MVP. I'm getting Madden covers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting paid like Dak Prescott. I'm getting paid peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Well, he get paid a little more because Dak was later rounds. But so it's a happy medium in the both. For owner, you do want to wait a little longer and stretch it out. But then you're gonna still end up paying a check like they did with Gurley. You know what I'm saying? Because they still owe Gurley money, and it's dead to the cap. It's like $15 million dead cap money. So they only save like $5 million by cutting Gurley. You know what I'm saying? So that the cap stuff is kind of crazy. So I think they hit it right in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So I think both parties it's great for both parties in my perspective on that.
Yeah,
just to sum it up. Just to sum it up.
You took it the bubusiness route. That's your route, and I appreciate you doing that, because I didn't even look at it that way.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say with McCaffrey, it makes sense in every way you could possibly think of. One, just throw it out there. He don't get into trouble.
Facts.
2, the production is there. He's basically a wide receiver and a running back at the same time.
Facts.
You want to call him a modern name Chris Cooley? That's right.
Hey.
What 3, in that same sense, you getting a running back and a wide receiver at the same time, but then you got to start to look at all these players and like just like he's doing 2 things, so you can kind of like add it up.
No, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I think about like, what are you considering a running back nowadays? Like,
that's what they were saying. That's what they're saying. Some of these considered like a hybrid.
And he's been healthy. And he's been healthy. That's what I'm saying. And he's been healthy. No injury scares. No nothing so far.
Right.
It's just been straight production. He been quiet. Mm-hmm. It's been he dual threat.
Right.
Setting the tone basically for the rest of the league. He's setting the tone, a different type of tone.
That's what I'm saying. Right.
And so his makes sense. When it comes, I just hope he keeps it up.
Right.
Because when it comes to getting those big contracts for running backs, part of the problem is the running back relax, and he don't live up to that. Mm-hmm. That's the part where the controversy comes in too.
Yeah, but that's why I broke it down. How I broke it down. They gave it to him.
Yeah, the business way. The business way.
Well, the business way. To be honest, for the owners, will be kind of stretch it, because they could have stretched them out for like 2 years, but then you run into a contract situation holdout. Mm-hmm. But what I say is, like I said, they hit happy medium because they paid them early and not 2 years too later. You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens with a lot of these running backs. That you pay them, you wait to pay them, like I was saying, and then now you stuck with this money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully with him, even if he have 2 subpar years and then the third year be okay, then you can cut him after the 3rd year and then there's no loose ends. You know what I'm saying? Like the money's already accounted for. You got 2 years basically of great production, and you go from there. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He's the leader. He's the face of the franchise. You got to pay sometimes the face of the franchise, especially after Cam Newton left. You know what I mean?
You got to make sure that face is happy.
Right. You got to make sure he's happy. And like I said, he's staying out of trouble. Good kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't got no off-field problems. He do what he got to do, and he's productive. So I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you mentioned something. Well, first of all, shout out to Christopher McCaffrey, richest running back contract ever.
Show me the money.
I be forgetting to press this button, man.
Show me the money.
Cha-ching.
Right. Got them bags, boy.
We gonna speaking. You mentioned owing people money, owing Gurley, right? So speaking of owing people money, the XFL filed for bankruptcy. Understandably with this whole COVID and all that.
Yeah.
But they also put the team for sale. I mean, not the team, the whole league for sale. So
we're going half.
When they filed for bankruptcy,
we're going half.
Never. When they filed for bankruptcy, that suspends all outgoing money.
Yeah.
So everything's frozen. I think we've discussed bankruptcy on this before. Mm-hmm. But the funny thing about this is they released basically how much they owe everybody.
How much they owe people?
Well, first of all, but
it wasn't getting paid that
much. The average XFL contract, I think, came out to be like $70,000. I think a year. They owe
shit. That's better than
but they're star players and stuff like that was selling the league basically.
Yeah.
I think they owe like their star players like $580,000.
Damn.
They owe them a couple of coaches are owed like $1 million.
That's crazy.
they owe this a couple of stadiums for rentals.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because you got to stop completely. So
they owe.
That's why they went bankrupt.
They owe a clothing company, like I think mom and pop clothing company for making shirts and all this merchandise and all that for all the teams.
Because it's an IOU.
Yeah,
basically.
But this is the thing.
Damn.
So I only got one logical person that's going to buy them, and that's the NFL.
Yeah, they were saying that for like the development league type shit.
Whoever buys them has to pay everybody that what they owe.
Yeah,
like they take over who they owe.
Right.
So I thought it was just funny how they ain't paying nobody. They don't got no money or they just said no.
Nah, but you know how bankruptcy go. But shit, that ain't the first time they did.
But the thing is, the XFL this year was kind of successful.
Shit. I know, shit, but Trump, I mean, you know, Trump was part of that last time.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince McMahon and all, they tried.
I think
they tried.
I think it technically said like that at WWE owns like 23% of it.
They tried. They tried. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you gotta just risking anything. You gotta try to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was just unfortunate. You know, this thing done rocked the whole world, man.
Rocked the world.
Because the XFL was actually promising this year.
No,
like,
they was.
I know it wasn't football. They picked, first of all, no pun intended. They picked the prime time to put it on.
Facts.
No football, no other football. They know the people love football.
They did it on the other side of football. When there ain't no football, we gonna give you football.
Right.
They know people love football.
Right. They're gonna watch regardless.
It makes sense.
So I guess their views was hitting 1 million plus every week, which was more than they.
No, they got decent views.
Yeah. And it was looking real good.
Like you said, it was making money.
It was looking real good, and it would to see where it was going next. You could understand some excitement. Like it was like an upgraded semi-pro. Yeah. Way upgraded semi-pro. Right. Shout out, you know, on a whole other note, this dude, he used to play a semi-pro. He got killed over the weekend right there on Clifford. Oh, right. Right there. He RIP, I think his name was Nunu. Okay. And yeah, he used to play semi-pro. They were showing him mad love. So okay. Just the quick shout out with that. Well, it was like an upgraded semi-pro. Like I like the sideline cameras when they was interviewing players during the game. Like
you said, when we talked about it earlier. Like when you brought it up, I ain't really watch it like that, but you was talking about certain aspects of just getting in their face, like just getting the raw feelings and stuff like that on camera and stuff like that. So they was being innovative. Yeah, innovative is that word I'm trying to get. Innovative. You know what I'm saying? So NFL gonna learn from them.
Yeah, now I think the NFL makes the most sense on who actually is going to buy them because why not?
Yeah, like I said, shout out to
they own the stadiums already that they was paying rent to, so that take off a boom. You ain't got to pay yourself.
Facts. Yeah, like I said, regardless, you know what I mean. Even though they bankrupt and stuff like that, and they selling it or whatever, just still shout out to them because. A handful of them players got signed by NFL teams.
Right. I think about 40 of them.
So and you know what I mean, one of the stars, which was one of the quarterbacks, he actually got signed by the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
McCaffrey and stuff like that. So you know what I mean, they shot him out for at least giving other people opportunity that won't get opportunities, showcasing their talents. And you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, you know, when this thing, you know, gets back to where it needs to get back. Hopefully they bounce back or whoever buys them, you know what I mean? It gets at a good place. Cause like you said, they were projected and they were doing better than what they thought. So, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully they get back to where they got, you know what I mean?
And talk about this crazy thing, man, right now, just to while we talking about how it impacted the world. Right. Shout out to Carl Anthony Towns. Right. RIP to his mother, Jacqueline.
RIP, you know what I mean? Shout out condolences all there.
She died from, unfortunately, coronavirus technicalities.
Yeah.
Definitely condolences to him. That's big time right there.
Absolutely.
Very close to home, at least in the NBA.
Right, NBA community and stuff like that. Even us, like I said, we this is what we do. You know what I mean? We talk about sports and entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we follow players. And, you know what I mean? You just felt. I felt that. You know what I'm saying? I saw it.
And you know what type of player he is too. Right. You know he don't
because he put out a video. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, like damn, he was told like he was one of the first people to be like, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? My mom got this. He put it himself. Like my mom got this. She's in. You know what I mean? Intensive care. You know what I mean? They're gonna induce her into a coma. You know what I'm saying? So. And to see her pass, that was just crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? So my heart's go out to, you know what I mean, the Towns family and everyone that's affected, like I said, you know what I mean? And,
right, and that says a lot about that says a lot about, you know, this virus that's going around too, because, you know, Anthony Towns, he ain't low on no funds. You know, she had the best probably care. Just
like you said, they don't possible. Like you said, this thing don't got no color. They don't got no, you know what I mean? They don't got no rich or poor, whoever, man, however, you know what I'm saying? So definitely like we all, like our PSA, man, just, you know what I mean? Practice that, you know what I mean? Wash your hands and all that, social distance, you know what I mean? Stay away from elderly people, you know what I mean? Or people that suffers from other type of diseases that the coronavirus affects, man. So, you know what I mean? Definitely.
You know who wasn't social distancing though, right?
Who that?
Dak Prescott. I mean, he came out and said it was way overblown.
Right.
You know, everything. It's always a hater watching.
Absolutely.
They mad because they stuck in their house, not chilling with their friends.
Yeah.
As long as you keep it under 10, His house probably big enough. They 6 feet apart.
No, but that's what I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I say he probably got like a $500,000 house, if not $1 million house, because he didn't get his check yet. So I ain't gonna say. You know what I mean, I ain't pocket watching like that, but yeah, I know what he.
He got it on credit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like you said, a big house. You know what I'm saying? And
a big enough house.
Under 10. He probably in a suburban area. They see the couple color folks. You know what I mean? Not to play the race car, but it is what it is.
Probably just came in individual cars. Probably had 6 cars out.
Probably had like 6 cars. You know what I'm saying? People like oh, and then once the cops came.
But why are you telling anyway? Like, bro,
like I said, it's the neighborhood, man. You know what I mean? It's the neighborhood. You know how I go. Even for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go ahead, it'll be like 6, 7 of us or whatever, and we play a little loud music. Somebody got something to say, you know what I'm saying? So imagine an NFL star that's colored, you know what I mean? Fortunately, next time I ain't gonna play the color card, but we in America.
Right.
It goes on every day, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think that's what it was, you know what I mean?
Like I said, he's a good dude. That's definitely what it was.
Yeah, so he's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? Like
and in the
McCaffrey, you know
and in the midst of all this, man, he trying to mess up his money.
Exactly. They try to hate on him.
Just pay the man,
right?
Just pay the man.
That should do nothing about his paycheck that's coming. That should do nothing
at all.
Do nothing.
Should
do nothing. But like I say, you don't know, man. They try to leverage whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely didn't show no bad character since before this, and that shouldn't show no bad character either. So you know what I mean? Definitely pay that man. If not, trade him. Trade him to Miami for that 5th pick, man, and keep it pushing.
He won't mind that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He won't mind. He going to get a check here in Miami. And Dallas, you get the 5th pick. You get Tula. You get whoever you want.
Right.
Trevor Lawrence, whoever, you know what I mean? That's next year. I'm talking about Trevor Lawrence. I met the other dude. But, you know what I mean? That's what I say. But, yeah, shout out to Dak Prescott, man. Definitely don't hate on that, man. You know what I'm saying?
So we're gonna get into some bad entertainment and then right into some good entertainment. We got to end on a good note. So some bad entertainment in this quarantine season. Well, first of all, we boo booed on the NBA's 2K tournament. How underwhelming it was. How it's like, man, come on, you got enough money, man. Put some more effort, put some more graphic designers on there. Add some effects or something.
Definitely, they should have hired you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta do something just to.
They should have hired you.
This goes back to my ESPN uncensored take. That it would have been perfect on there because I think you said it or somebody said it. It looked like they wanted to say something and they couldn't. They knew they couldn't say it.
That's what Jason was saying, right? You saying that? Like they wanted to say something with 2K,
but they couldn't because they're on TV. Like
y'all was talking about that. Cause I watched like 30 seconds of it. Like I ain't.
Devin Booker actually ended up winning the tournament.
Yeah, he won it
against DeAndre Ayton, his teammate.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, they try to do another little entertainment thing.
That's terrible.
They try to play horse on FaceTime.
Terrible.
They had a horse tournament.
Terrible.
Well, was it
I text niggas immediately like this shit is dry as a motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Like in Arizona.
I seen some highlights. Ooh. Low lights. Let's say there's some low lights. I see some low lights.
Damn.
So they had, what was it, young versus old or something? Like,
man, I don't know what they try to do.
They had Zach LaVine versus Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce do not need to pick up a basketball ever again, and that's the truth.
That's the truth. All point intended with that one, for real.
That's the truth.
You know just leave it alone. They tried. I don't know how they tried to do it, but it was kind of like young and old. But shit, Chauncey Billups still beat Trae Young, so
okay.
You know what I mean? It balanced out. And the one chick that used to play in WNBA, I don't know if she played now. She beat. What she beat? Damn, what she beat? I forgot what guy she beat. She beat somebody.
I don't even know who. I didn't even watch it. I watched the low lights of it.
I'm telling you, I was like,
I seen Paul Pierce try to touch the backboard with his left and do a reverse layup. He just dropped the ball. He ain't even
listen.
He got 5-0.
It was like,
he got 5-0.
It was Sunday. You know what I mean? 7 o'clock. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I was looking forward to it a little bit, right? Because I'm all day.
It's different.
It was all day. I'm cooking and shit.
It's like, not the Ocho, but
yeah, right.
They took away the Ocho too, man. I was looking for it yesterday. I thought it was gonna keep it on.
Took away the Ocho.
I thought they were gonna keep it on.
Right. They gotta spread that Ocho out. That's what the problem. But I was like, hi, cool. You know what I mean? The house settling down, wife, kid. You know what I mean? They chilling. You know what I mean? We had a long day, long night. Day before.
The game of horses was quieter than y'all.
Right. So we was chilling and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. I got something to watch. Man, turn this shit on, man. This shit was dry. I text niggas, this shit dry as a bitch. Had to change that shit immediately. Like, yo. But I don't know what they could have did to make it not dry, to be honest, because I was watching some thing on the Bleacher. Shout out to the Bleacher Report. I be getting some of my stuff for IG and stuff on there. But I was watching some of the highlights. They did it before with Pistol Pete and somebody else. And they were just doing it. And it was kind of dry there too. And I was in like it was like in the YMCA. But at least it was live. At least it was there. It was better, way better production.
They did it 1 year at the dunk at All-Star Weekend.
But they wouldn't show that one. Like I said, now this was like 80. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that production was way better than this production, you know what I mean, back then. But it was kind of dry. But I don't know what they could have did to make it better. Maybe like said some highlights. But I don't know, man.
The one thing they could have did to make it better,
I don't know.
They couldn't do. And now it's just to have everybody in the same gym. Because they were shooting threes and you couldn't even tell how far back it was. Like
they was trying.
The other person way farther back shooting the same shot.
Right. They was trying. Like you said, some people court different and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people was outside, some people was inside. Like
right. Yeah, some people went to the Y, whatever, their local gym and shit.
I don't know. You know what? One person they can ask is Tory Lanez. We're gonna get to him in a minute. He putting on the show.
Yeah, he doing his thing, man.
Show. I don't know if he do we follow him on the Pham podcast page?
I don't know. We about to.
You gotta get that notification. Shout out to Johnny on the Pham podcast
page. I try,
man. For somebody who ain't never had no social media, I'm trying
to get it up. So you know what I mean. Tell a friend. You know what I mean. Definitely
follow us at Pham Podcast. PHAM.
Right. All positive vibes, man. I ain't putting no negative. You know what I mean. Nothing up there, especially with the sucker shit that people be doing. So.
Yeah, the last negative thing we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, almost.
Now we about to give him like 10 seconds and that's it. That sucker. Yeah, get that shit lined up, cause for real, all sucker shit get 10 seconds. That's it. Cause the world we in, you better than that. You know what I'm saying? Definitely his age he is. He ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? Getting them gunshots on him.
Got reverb or something on it? Oh man, I don't know.
It's all good. He get the donkey. He need a donkey. He need the everything.
Oh, I ain't got no donkey. Whatever. That's gunshot, man.
Yeah.
Not saying, not no Carol Baskin junk, but
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. No shout out.
I'm about to say no shout out to that. I can't even say the word you said. When you put an R at the end, man, that's bad, man.
So we had a NASCAR driver who thought he was safe on the internet. Like all these white boys think they safe on the internet.
Come on, man.
He dropped the hard R on the live Twitch. Bro. And a NASCAR, I think they call it an iRacing. And I thought it was going to be different than what it was. I saw it real quick. And he gets on mic checking.
Yeah.
And he dropped the hard R on him.
The R, son.
For the whole, whoever was watching the seat.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we ain't black, but, you know, we grew up around, we say nigga.
Yeah. We call him Fat Joe. Go to Fat Joe and he'll explain everything.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, shit, you look at me and people think I'm black to this day. You know what I'm saying?
But rightfully so.
Shit.
Rightfully so. He got canceled from everything.
Canceled from everything.
Fired everything.
Everything.
Even though it's easy for the white people to fire other white people when they ain't got to see them in their face.
Fact. Especially at this times right now.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy to fire somebody right now.
Right.
But shout out to everybody who did fire him nonetheless.
Right.
That just wasn't cool.
Nah, it wasn't cool, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's just sad because shit. It's still going on.
Still going on.
And you practice.
It's like comfortable. Like
that's what I'm trying to say. When you add the ER, like I said, you said it. How we said we chilling. We mean, you know what I mean. We just chilling. But when you add that ER, man, you too comfortable.
You're striking a nerve. Like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's crazy. You know what I mean. But that's much he gonna get for all out of the Pham podcast though. But definitely he get that. He get that shit on. He get everything.
Some positive news, some positive entertainment.
You know what I'm saying. So. Get that, sucker.
Some positive entertainment. Quarantine. Yeah, I hope he don't got that like license or something. And then he gonna sue me for saying that.
He got the sweaters out.
He got the sweaters out. Cause shout out to Tory Lanez on IG. Tory Lanez got shut down. I think we said last week he had shut down the IG.
Mm-hmm.
Like directly after we recorded the episode, it was reported he talked to the head of Instagram. And to talk to the head of any app, you got to be making some noise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Absolutely.
And shout out to him. Let me get back to the applauses. Shout out to him because he got 360K people watching him at one time. When he brought Drake on there. Now I tuned in yesterday, and I happened to tune in right when Lizzo got on.
Lizzo.
Shout out to Lizzo, man. Shout out to Lizzo. Lizzo is popping.
Right. Shout out to Lizzo, man. You know what I mean?
Right after getting kicked off Diddy's live for twerking on church on Sunday, on church Easter Sunday. She out on quarantine radio with Tory Lanez, and she decided to twerk a little bit. Yep. But she ain't twerk like that because she ain't had no panties on. That's what she said. So
I ain't even look.
But while she was on there, they hit up to 350,000.
That's what's up.
So Tory Lanez is doing it. He got it to the point where people were starting to get deals, getting paid from Instagram and all that, doing these interviews right on Instagram Live.
Listen. That's content.
I was thinking about that too. We might have to do a couple interviews right on Instagram Live. Why not?
That's content, man. That's content. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, if you got 300, you got to think. You do 350, right? That's live. You put that shit on the internet. You get another 350,
Easy.
maybe a mil looking at it.
Easy.
Do the math, you know what I'm saying?
Especially what's going on there. Yo, they pouring milk on them.
Right.
What?
Right. They tripping, you know what I'm saying? They doing everything. They doing everything, you know what I'm saying? Especially on Boosie shit. Boosie wilding even more.
Yo, Boosie wilding on Breakfast Club though.
Right,
he definitely comfortable at home.
Right.
What? You can't tell me not to curse.
Right. Just like we were saying with like
he went straight X-rated.
Right. Just like we were saying with the teachers and shit working from home. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. He can't do it. If you was there, he couldn't roll up a blunt.
Yo.
He couldn't say half this shit. Nigga, he at home, nigga. I'm at home, nigga. I'm rolling a blunt.
He was wild in what he was saying though. Like
right.
No filter at all. Mm-hmm. They was like, "What you doing?" I just got about something.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Boosie keep it 100. That's why he had to keep it thorough.
Yeah, we do threesomes all the time. What you talking about?
Right. That's why he had to keep it thorough because that's who he is.
He said he beat his kids. like no apologies. Like, and we ain't got.
He got to keep that same energy, as they say.
And I'm gonna let him explain himself, but he ain't said he ain't had to explain this to Jay-Z. So good luck,
right?
Or the way to his face.
And like I said, man, you gotta keep that same energy, and that's what Boosie is. You know,
you gotta respect it though, because
that's what I'm saying. You gotta respect it,
because like they were saying, I think on Everyday Struggle, he stood his ground, and he said probably what a lot of people was thinking.
Facts, yeah.
And that's probably why he like, no, I'm not about to apologize.
No, right,
and what he said, honestly, was real. What he said in the Breakfast Club was actually more responsible.
Right.
He said, don't let children be grown, or don't let children be grown. Yeah, no, something like that.
Listen, when you hear something, say like your first initial reaction or talking about it ain't gonna be as much as you think about it and say it. You might mean the same thing, but saying it clear sounds a whole lot better than you just wow. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying the same shit, but you're saying it differently. You know what I'm saying? Basically, at the end of the day, which cleans it up.
Boosie sells something too. Like he gonna sell it.
Yeah.
He gonna say the most outrageous thing he can say.
Listen, he got a TV show, and like I said, he been like that since day one. So,
but at the end of the day, that's why people love him.
Right. That's who he is. That's what I'm saying. People watching. The same energy.
That's why they say you're gonna lose all these endorsement deals.
That's why he's staying in his lane.
Same time, he got people lining up and give you these.
No, that's what I'm saying though, right? He know his lane. You know what I'm saying? He knows his lane. He cool with his lane. Now, if he want to do some other shit and go corporate, then of course you got to clean it up. But he like, you know what? I'm making money regardless. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable. I'm feeding my family. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to sell out, basically, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So shout out to Boosie, man. Shout out to Tory Lanez. Keep doing your thing on that.
Basically number one on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Basically number one on Instagram. And he dropped that new Toronto 3. Mm-hmm. Go listen to that, because with that, he went independent.
Definitely a good lesson, you know what I'm saying? Definitely a good lesson.
He went independent with the dropping of that. Mm-hmm. He called it a mixtape. It's album. All these junks is albums. Yeah. I don't care what they
it's a check about. At the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
It's a check.
He gonna make some bread off
and I respect it, because you know what I'm saying? Because you go in the booth, you doing something, you know what I'm saying? I would think as an artist, you're not going in there and you shitting on nothing. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean shitting literally like, this is ass. I'm still gonna put it out. You think you did a good work. I'm saying? Just like when
he does put out quality work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He always put out quality work, you know what I'm saying? Some people, we might think I'll put out trash, but when you in the booth, you might think that's fire, you know what I'm saying? To yourself, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So put it out and get paid for it instead of putting it for free. You know what I'm saying? It's about bread out here at the end of the day. And music, a lot of music is free anyways.
Yep. You know
what I'm saying? Once you get that spin and that more views, that's when the money come up. So shout out to Tory Lanez, shout out to Boosie, you know what I mean? Shout out to Drake for
another number one.
Getting another number one Tootsie Slide, you know what I'm saying? Like Drake, that dude, man.
He know how to make a hit. Let's just say that.
What? He got like two. Listen, I was telling Cuzzo and shit, you know what I mean? Divine from Final Draft and shit. I was like, yo, Drake got 3 hours worth of joints, son. Like no skips. Like you could just play his shit, like hits.
Speaking of Divine, I hit him earlier. Mm-hmm. The song is a year old, but that song "Beautiful" by Final Draft. Mm-hmm. Y'all look that up on YouTube. "Beautiful" by Final Draft. It's on all platforms.
Right.
But man, I don't know, man. That joint might be my favorite song right now. It came out a year ago. It got that bop to it. It got that
some shit is timeless.
Cuzzo come on there and he get that like young Mike vibes. I seen an old video of Michael Jackson like when he was young.
Yeah.
Like before, his skin changed on. And
Michael's
you know how they used to do the old school videos like the Temptations and all that. Like they all together. Like they four in the group, they all on the microphone, and then that one just come out and he start dancing, he start singing, all that, killing it. And that's what that song give me vibes of Young Mike and give me some like Bruno Mars type, like upbeat, like
right.
Like
that's what's up.
I hit him today and told him that though. I'm like, yeah, that's just for real right there.
Right. Like I said, shout out to Final Draft to keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? The A, you know what I'm saying? Definitely do your thing.
Word. What else? Oh yeah, I was gonna say we gotta revisit these IG battles because I definitely revisited a couple of them. The one that comes to mind is the T-Pain and Lil Jon. I was like, let me see.
Teddy Pendergrass.
Now you go on YouTube, you can't find like they got all the lives on YouTube. Everybody talking to everybody right now.
Right.
And it was Joe Budden talking to T-Pain about the Lil Jon battle. So I went back and listened to it. It was like 2 hours. Mm-hmm. 20 songs a piece, just like every other battle. But yo, T-Pain,
man.
You play 20 T-Pain tracks, the whole club is popping. Like that's all you need.
That's
like
a fact, yeah.
Yo, T-Pain got some joints.
Listen, shout out to Divine and Robbie J and shit, nigga. That was our time right there.
Yeah.
Now, T-Pain, what? Buy you a drink. Look, we saying the same shit. Word.
That's the first one.
Bartender, nigga. What? Who was in that bitch?
Mm-hmm. Booty go up, down.
What? Nigga, you got that money. And all the hooks and shit he did, nigga.
All of them. I'm so hood.
That nigga was on everything. He was on fire, boy. You know what I'm saying? Definitely on fire. You know
he was so on. First song. First
shit. That applies.
Yeah. First song. Lil Jon was like, "Oh, you coming like that?" He like, "Yo, I ain't got no choice, yo."
That's a fact.
Cause all we got is hits, and they deleted like 2 hits out the group, out the list that both of them did together type jump. And they were like, "Nah, we can't." He was like, "I already know we can't play those."
Listen, like, that's what I'm saying though. Right? Like I said, shout out to T-Pain, man. Shout out to all of them to be even in just thinking of putting in the battle.
Mm-hmm. It's a shout out to Swiss Beats and Timberland. They started it.
And I'm just saying, just in general, for you to be like, I got hits to put a battle, that means you're a legend.
Oh yeah.
Like all these people that's doing these battles, like the real battle, not no underground.
That's what T-Pain said.
All these people, they are legends, man. If you can just be like trying to put people in battles, you know what I'm saying? Like they probably try to put Ja Rule 50.
Yeah, but 50 ain't messing with it. Ja wanted, but 50 ain't messing with it.
Yeah, he ain't messing with it. But that would be a good battle though.
Yeah,
musically, it'll be a good battle. You know what I'm saying?
It started with Swiss and Timberland, and then they created a whole page called Versus.
Right.
And they really like put some production on it, like, and
just like ESPN should have did. You gotta put production to this shit.
Yeah, it's not really production. It's just more of a
together
marketing.
That's
they
what
put
I'm saying.
more marketing.
Yeah, you got to.
It looked like it's about to be great because they did a DJ premiere. And RZA.
Yeah, shout out to both of them.
And going back to T-Pain. T-Pain said that though, and during the battle, he's like, "This is mad fun because it's like I had to do this because they only doing the people that change the game."
That's what I'm saying.
They only having the people battle that
that's
change
why I said
the game.
All the people that you gonna look up and see that's battling, they are legends. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know underground. You know what I mean? Probably like the lowest one is probably like French and Tory. Like
yeah, and
as far as
even that, you listen to that one, you gonna be dancing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even that, like they're great. They ain't legends yet.
Nah, but
you know what I'm saying? They got years to go to be legends, but
they put that hard work. You can tell they got enough to pick from.
Yeah, exactly.
When you got enough to pick from, you working.
That's a fact. Yeah, and like I said, enough to be like you getting there.
Tory did it because Tory he doing his thing. Like
no, but absolutely. But he still got a catalog.
Yeah,
it ain't the 10+ yet. Because he got a catalog.
I think like you said, I think those are the two like probably relatively youngest people to do it.
Right.
Like I mean, we could say the producers, but the producers is different because the producers work with everybody.
Yeah, and they timeless though too.
Yeah,
because you can go back to 20 years, 30 years for someone to produce.
But even like Hit Boy and Boy Wonder,
okay,
they probably around like your age type thing.
Right. And, but I'm saying, but going back to my 10+, they got like 10+.
Yeah.
Even though they my age, they got 10+.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They my age, you know what I mean? 10+, because they do shit work with Drake and all them. You go back, be like, damn, Drake been in the game 10+, you know what I'm saying? Waka and all them, they've been in the game 10+, you know what I'm saying? So definitely shout out to all them people, man. Like I said, if you're doing it the right way, that means you're a legend, man. You know what I mean? So definitely shout out to y'all. They're keeping us entertained in this, hard times that we got going. Boring times, you know what I'm saying? Quarantine time, you know what I mean? So definitely shout out to all y'all, you know what I mean, for doing that, you know what I mean? Definitely get a check off of it too, because they definitely entertainment and get that check. Shout
out to all the legends too. We talked about prime time Sean Taylor in the beginning of this, and obviously, legendary stuff was kind of throughout this whole little episode.
Right.
Absolutely. And we're gonna end it with some legendary stuff because we mentioned it before, but we ain't really getting into too much depth of it. It actually starts, I think, this weekend. The Michael Jordan series.
Michael Jordan.
I think what it's called, The Last Dance, right?
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance. It starts April 19th. That's not Friday. I got a Friday written on but
it's all good. It's all good.
April 19th is the first episode of it. And I read up on it real quick, and it's basically the last year they won the chip.
It's last year. It's covering last year.
Yeah, they let everybody in. And you can see all the things.
That's crazy though.
What you are most interested to see?
That's crazy because you see it from their perspective. All pun intended, you know what I'm saying? Because the last dance is their last dance. Like literally, like Phil Jackson wrote that shit. So beginning of the year, Phil Jackson wrote Last Dance. Knowingly this is the last year that he will be coaching and more likely this team will be together. So that's where they got the name from. You know what I'm saying? So to see that and to see the grind and see the back behind the scenes and stuff like that, definitely I'm looking forward to all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because especially like I said, you don't get a lot of stories, you know what I'm saying, as far as back and the backstories of teams, especially like like I said, the Last Dance, literally last team. Like I also like to see that Kobe and Shaq, like when they was beefing and shit. R.I.P. Kobe. Like when they was beefing, they had that little frick. I like to see the behind the scenes. So to start the series, because there'll probably be some more. Like I'm saying, there'll probably be more.
They're gonna probably end with. They're gonna probably start with the sort of end and then go right back to the beginning of it. Like they be doing that with the movies all the time.
Right. So in this it's a series, but they play two episodes each week. Each week. Yeah. It's a 10-part thing.
Yeah, a 10-part thing. I know it's spread out.
Yeah, so it's two every week. So that's a good thing. I was worried about that shit being 10 weeks. I ain't gonna lie, but you get two a day and stuff like that. I mean, two when it comes out every day that it comes out. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely, especially as a big Jordan fan and Chicago Bulls fan, I definitely like to see the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we haven't been, great like that since then. Basically, like I said, we had Derrick Rose, Tom Thibodeau years, and definitely shout out to the Bulls for changing up the front office this year as well. I read that today. Finally, like shout out to the Bulls. Finally, you know what I mean? Because Paxson and they've been running it for almost 20 years, almost since then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Paxson, former player, and another guy used to be in their front office and stuff like that. So shout out to the Bulls for finally doing some changes. It's gonna be changes.
I don't know exactly.
So what you looking forward to? What you trying to learn from? You trying to just learn, right?
Yeah, that's exactly where I was going. Because like I don't necessarily like. I just want to see how they acted as a team.
Right, because you were like 5, right? When they came out, 98.
98, yeah. I was turning 5, about to turn 5. Yeah. But I just want to see like the overall, because that's one number 6, second 3-peat. the second three-peat after Jordan came back, and it was like so smooth of a run. Like it probably wasn't smooth. That's
why I want to see it.
Right. But just watching highlights, everything seemed so smooth during them times. I want to see how they acted towards each other, and it'll really teach you. Like today, I got Bill Laimbeer, former Piston. He was beating Mike before that. This is his words. He was beating Mike before everybody couldn't beat Mike.
right.
But he said it wasn't. He first he believes LeBron is the best player. He's everybody's gonna say well, not everybody, but he's smart enough to know LeBron probably don't got that clutch. Right. He said Mike got the championships, yeah, but as far as best player, because he explained beating Mike was about the Pistons playing as a team.
Sure.
And like Jordan wasn't at that level. He ain't have. I don't know if it wasn't the right players yet, or he ain't get that in his mind yet.
Right. That's why I break it down.
But he did. He said once he figured out how to play or evolve his team and have everybody play together, that's when he started winning.
Facts.
And that's gonna be the last year of that. So I want that teach a life lesson to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I always break it down. I'll be like, Jordan got mature. You know what I'm saying? The first year was Killer Instinct. I'm scoring 35, you know what I'm saying, a game, you know what I mean? I'm dunking on everybody. Once I tone it down, take less shots, get my more team involved, and believe in my teammates, that's when the greatness started.
Basically unstoppable.
Right, that's when the greatness stopped. And like I said, I want to see everything because you had Rodman on the team. Rodman was wilding. You know what I'm saying?
He had a wild life. He had a wild life.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
He explained a lot. I forgot what podcast it was.
Right.
But
so he was wild, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean? Like I said, Jordan punched the curb, but I don't know if that was that year. But, you know, you got to see the ins and outs, you know what I'm saying? Everything look good on the surface, but you got to see the guts, you know what I'm saying?
And you got to just...
that's what I want to see.
And you just got to see what do they show. Because,
right.
They got 82... No. They got basically 100 games of footage.
Right.
And they only 10 parts, probably an hour each part. 10 hours.
But like you said, you cut it down, you bust it down, you know what I'm saying? You put what you need to put out. And listen, if you got Jordan in anything and narrating and talking about anything, he definitely going to put out what he want to put out. So you're not going to get...
He's talking in it, right?
Yeah. So you're not going to get 100%. You get that 90. You're going to
get some rawness from Jordan.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right. But like I said, that's what I want to see. I want to see the ins and outs, the backstories, the certain stuff. And that's what I want. That's what I'm looking forward to.
What it take to be a GOAT? Man, what it take to be a GOAT? Because he the ultimate GOAT. Him, Brady, who else we got? Prime Time. You know what I'm saying? Like they all GOATs. Barry Sanders last episode.
Right.
They are GOATs, and they all in some way you gotta find it, but in some way they all similar in a way.
Facts, yeah. They all similar, like I said.
Every time you get a chance to take in a gem or two from them greats, man, you gotta tune in. That's why you should tune in to the Pham Perspective podcast every week, every Thursday.
Tune in. Every Thursday, man. Every Thursday we do our
some
thing.
Future GOATs, man. Some future GOATs.
Absolutely. GOATs in the making, baby. Definitely. Gotta start somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Definitely like, subscribe, you know what I mean? Get them subscribe numbers up, you know what I mean? Follow us on every platform.
Every platform, man. IG, Pham Podcast.
Pham Podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Same thing on Twitter. I gotta get active on Twitter.
Yeah, get active on Twitter, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it up, you know what I mean? Tell a friend. Definitely tell a friend, get it up. Get us up, you know what I mean? And we'll go from there, you know what I mean? We definitely love and appreciate your support.
Definitely.
From everyone that hit us and all the new people, everything.
We're gonna take one more shot. This is a promo because we're gonna start making some videos of taste testing these liquors.
Right. Like I said, we got more content and stuff to come. You know what I'm saying? So, between tasting liquors and trying new things, we got some things coming, man. And just this little hurdle we have right now that's slowing us down just a little. But we definitely coming with all the content, definitely. But definitely check us out every Thursday for a Pham Perspective, though, definitely, and follow the channel for other stuff we got coming, you know what I'm saying? Definitely. So, other content.
I bought all these dollar little shots. I'm make some content taste testing. I'm gonna do one right now just to cut. We'll do some any money more. I got mad different flavors.
Go ahead, try what you got. And I gotta give, you know what I mean? We hate to bring bad news, but you know, we gotta give condolences to Tavares Jackson family, you know what I'm saying? He died in a car accident. He was 36 years old, you know what I'm saying? He played 10 seasons in the NFL, played for the Bills locally. Seattle Seahawks and Minnesota Vikings, you know what I'm saying? He left behind his wife and kids, you know what I'm saying? So definitely our condolences out to that family. You know What you got to taste test there, man?
Man, I got some salted caramel. Not even salted, but you know, my mind worked like I'm drinking Crown Royal apple.
Mm-hmm.
Apple go good with caramel. You know what I'm saying? So
Go knock yourself
it
out.
might taste alright. You know what I'm saying? But
we're gonna find out.
The only thing is this is vodka. Vodka's disgusting.
Let's take a little sip, man. We in this podcast is that way. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, man, it's episode 21.
Mm-hmm. 21. That's when you legal enough to drink. It's still 21.
Yep, and smoke now.
Look, he drinking
and smoke now.
And smoking went up.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Smoking went up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was 21. You know what I mean? So definitely.
Episode 21.
21.
Thank you for listening. If you made it this far,
thank you. Please
this
like,
is
subscribe.
The Pham Perspective.
Peace.
We out.
Probably got chasing with that now too.
That wasn't that bad, actually. Shout out to the Pham.
Peace.